We back. Now, today we got a funny video, man. Today we're going to be talking about this journalist from Zimbabwe. How do you pronounce his name? Rutendo Matinyarare. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, bro. But anyway, so this brother, he's a journalist, so-called journalist out of Zimbabwe. And as you know, recently on my channel, I've been talking very in-depth about the conflict between Congo and Rwanda. And this brother right here, Rutendo, he's actually one of Kagame's biggest supporters, one of Kagame's biggest propagandists, doing the bidding of Kagame's government. Now, the ironic thing is, just a couple years ago, this guy was one of Kagame's biggest critics, right? Now, if you think I'll be putting my foot on Kagame's neck, this brother right here, man, listen, he was smashing on Kagame back in the day, right? Just a couple years ago. Now, I don't know what happened. He has taken a complete 180-degree turn, man. I don't know if Kagame sent some assassins to his home. I don't know if Kagame threatened his family. But, man, the 180-degree turn this brother has made. Just a couple years ago, he was calling Kagame a tribalist, genocider. And now, fast forward to today, he's one of Kagame's biggest supporters. So now, let's dive into it, man. But before we get into that, you already know, album out now. Album available everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify. Go to the homepage on my YouTube channel, my playlist section. Sahel 1816. Album out now. Enjoy yourself, man. Now, let's get back into it. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because it is very important for you as a black man to have integrity, to be a man of your word, to be a man who cannot be bought. I know we live in a time and a culture and an era where as long as you get money, then everything is justified, right? As a black man, you cannot operate that way. You cannot have money be your driving factor. Now, in this case, I don't know if money is his driving factor as to why he made a complete 180-degree shift in terms of his ideology and what he felt about Kagame. Now, you know how Kagame gets down. Kagame probably sent some goons to his house at 3 a.m, probably scared him, probably spooked him. And now he's, kissing Kagame's feet now. He used to be, banging on Kagame. He used to be, man, Kagame, we got to get rid of Kagame. Now, all of a sudden, he loved Kagame. Anyway, I'm going to jump into this footage, right? So this brother Rutendo, he went down to Rwanda, right? He wanted to show us, that it's not only Congo that has minerals, right? Over Rwanda, they got mines over there too, right? They got minerals too. Now, let's jump into the footage.
So, last week we saw CNN send somebody to Rwanda and create the impression that there are no mines in Rwanda. Well, I'm in Rwanda right now. I'm on the ground in Rwanda. As you can see, all those are workers. You can see all those holes. This is a cassiterite mine, a tin mine in Rwanda. And I'm about to show you that it's not only in Rwanda, but it's actually in Kigali, and it is producing cassiterite.
Now, I'm going to jump into some clips from back in the day, a couple years ago when he was going in on Kagame, but time out. I want to talk about this photo right here up on the screen, right? So this guy right here, he's trying to convince the general public, right? He's trying to convince us that Rwanda has minerals. Nobody is denying the fact that Rwanda might have minerals. Even I said that Rwanda might have, some mines here and there. But what we say is, do they have the minerals in sufficient quantity to justify what they export on their balance sheet, right? When they put down that we exported, billions of dollars worth of minerals and we're the #1 exporter of this and that, the question has always been, do you even possess the amount of minerals that you claim to export, that you claim to sell? And the answer is no. And on top of that, when we talk about the minerals, specifically, we're talking about minerals such as coltan, right? We're not talking about cassiterite. We're not talking about all these, we're not talking about, these bootleg minerals that we're talking about the big dog minerals, the big boy minerals, the ones in the laptops and the electric vehicles. When we talk about Rwanda invading the Congo and hijacking the minerals, we're mainly talking about minerals such as coltan, right? So if you're going to take us to a mine in Rwanda, we want to see the large scale, the coltan mine operation. Don't take us to the cassiterite mine. We don't care about no damn cassiterite. Take us to the coltan mine. Now, on top of the fact that you did not take us to the coltan mine, you took us to the cassiterite mine. Take a look up on the screen, right? Look at this rusty wheelbarrow. You mean to tell me this is the $1 billion mining operation in Rwanda, right? These are the multi-billion dollar mines, right? You carrying the minerals around in rusty wheelbarrows? Man, listen. And then on top of that, take a look at the guys working in the mines, right? Now, when you're working in a mine, right? When you're working in a $1 billion mine, right? It's supposed to be, dust, sweat, rocks everywhere, dusty. Bro, look at these guys. These guys is fresh. These guys is clean. You know, they clothes freshly ironed. Everything is immaculate, bro. Them dudes looking like they ain't got no speck of dirt on them, but they talking about this the $1 billion mines. These the $1 billion wheelbarrow mines. These guys fresh to death looking like they working in a corporate office, but they telling you these the $1 billion mines in Rwanda. Man, stop it, bro. Stop it. But listen, man, forget that. I still cannot get over this wheelbarrow in the middle of the photo. This is what's supplying the Western supply chains with the minerals. Some wheelbarrows, some rusty wheelbarrows, right? Listen, man, when you go to the Congo, right, they carrying off the minerals. M23 carrying off the minerals in big trucks, right? They carrying off truckloads with the minerals. And you mean to tell me the $1 billion mines in Rwanda, you carrying the minerals around in little wheelbarrows? Man, stop it, bro. You take me for a fool, bro. And then on top of that, it's not even multiple wheelbarrows. It's just one wheelbarrow. One singular wheelbarrow, and all these guys looking fresh to death, looking like they just, you know, got their clothes out the laundry. Man, listen, Kagame's PR machine is crazy, boy. Kagame's PR machine is crazy. Anyways, man, let's jump into some of the old clips, some of the old videos, some of the old interviews where this guy Rutendo was going in on Kagame. And you can see, obviously, Kagame sent the goons after this guy. Kagame sent the goons after this guy because, like I said, just a couple years ago, you was keeping it real. You was standing on business when it came to Kagame. Now, all of a sudden, you going down to Rwanda, checking out the wheelbarrow mines and talking about, man, Rwanda really got minerals. Man, stop it, bro. Anyway, let's jump into the clips. I'll be back.
Kagame is actually one of Africa's biggest problems because Congo is the biggest dissettlement of Africa that causes Africa never to unite. And Kagame is the reason why we've got the Congolese struggle.
The DRC, my basic understanding is that it's the wealthiest country
in Africa,
on the continent from a mineral perspective.
In the world, yeah.
It's the wealthiest country in the world from a natural resources perspective.
100%.
And you're saying Paul Kagame has a part to play in that?
Yeah, people don't understand that we always hear about the Rwandan genocide. The Rwandan genocide was started by Paul Kagame. And he started the Rwandan genocide because he wanted to take power by force in a country that would have never elected him into power because he came from the minority Tutsis who used to be supported by the colonizer and used to be the administrators on behalf of the colonizer. So for Paul Kagame to come back as a Tutsi to come and take power in Rwanda, he needed to do something. And what he did is he started the genocide. He started the genocide by bringing down a plane that had two presidents, Hutu presidents, the Burundian president and the Rwandan president. Paul Kagame and his RFP forces shot down the plane when it was landing back in Rwanda from actually an AU meeting.
Brother, what happened? What happened? Rutendo, listen, what happened, bro? You already know Kagame got international assassins. What happened? He definitely sent them goons to your front door at 3 a.m. What happened, bro? How do you switch up from saying that Kagame is a destabilizing agent on the continent, which he is, right? Which he is, to then saying that we are reporting live from the Considerite mines in Kigali. Bro, as a black man, you got to stand on your word, man. As a black man, you got to stand on integrity, bro. You cannot make drastic switches like this, man. And on top of that, the way you switched up is not even in a way where, okay, you discovered some new information, so you changed how you thought about him. No, the way you switched up, it's clear that either Kagame sent them goons to your front door, right? It's clear that probably, you probably smashing a chick from Rwanda right now, right? You probably smashing on a, a nice little Rwandan right now, or, probably some money was exchanged. That's the only 3 scenarios that I could envision a man switching up on his word in such a way. Either Kagame sent them goons to your front door and got you scared, or number 2, you dealing with a chick from Rwanda. You probably dealing with a little chick from Rwanda right now. Or number 3, some money was exchanged into the account. That's the only 3 ways.
So many of you might have seen me on an interview that I did with Pemo last week. It was really explosive. And there was a number of controversial issues that we spoke about there. And some of them have gone viral. But Some of them have begun to explode and cause problems between governments. So one of these is the issue of Paul Kagame. I spoke about Paul Kagame. I said Paul Kagame is a threat to Africa, and Africans must not trust him because he's trained by the Americans at Fort Leavenworth to be a mercenary of the Americans, and he has stolen the hearts of African leaders and African citizens to love him, yet he is undertaking the dirty work of the West, like what he's doing in Congo, where he keeps invading for Congo to be looted for its resources. I also spoke about the fact that he came into power by starting the Rwandan genocide and getting his own soldiers, the RFP fighters, to murder Rwandese so that he could then come in like Superman and act like he's defending the people of Rwanda until he got into power. The reason he did that is that if he had gone for an election against Habyarimana, who he murdered, he would have never won. He would have lost, and so that's why he took power by force. And since he has taken power by force, anybody who opposes him, he kills. And so this is why they're concerned and worried about what it is that I've said, because they've been using British PR agencies to manage the image of this very vile man that has killed over 7 million people. He's killed more people than Hitler on the African continent. And our leaders smile and laugh with this man, and yet he's killing Africans.
All jokes aside, this is crazy. This man is worse than a corrupt politician who says one thing on the campaign trail and then says something completely different once he gets into office. Honestly, man, as a man, this is shameful, right? As a man, this is shameful. I could never go from saying, somebody is a tyrant, you exterminated 7 million Africans, and then a year later, I'm singing his praises. Bro, no, I could never do it, bro. If that's what you felt, that's what you felt. You're entitled to how you felt, but stand on what you felt as a man. This guy's worse than the reformed divestors, bro. This guy's worse than the failed divestors, right? Honestly, man, whatever it is that Kagame has on you, whether it's money, whether it's, he probably sent a beautiful woman over to you, or he probably, like I said, he probably sent the goon squad over to you. He probably sent the killers to your front door. I don't know, but whatever he has on you as a man, you cannot fold under pressure, man. If that's what you felt, if you felt that strongly about the millions of African lives that were exterminated due to his military incursions into the Congo, then you got to stand on that, bro. You got to stand on that. If you truly felt sympathy for the lives lost, then you got to stand on that. You can't switch up for the almighty dollar. And let me tell you this too. As a man, Kagame is never going to respect you, right? To be honest, Kagame would probably respect you more if you stood on what you believed in, right? Kagame's not going to respect you now that you switched up and now you singing his praises. He's going to look at you like, I can't trust this dude. Look how he switch up on his own words. I can't trust this guy. I can't keep this guy around me. This guy's a fraud. Kagame's not gonna respect you. See, you trying to win over Kagame now, but listen, that ship has sailed. If Kagame's a man, he's not gonna respect you. As a man, we don't respect things like that. We don't respect somebody who says one thing on Monday and says something else on Friday. We don't respect that as men. So either way, you're never gonna win Kagame's respect. So you might as well stand on what you believe in. You might as well just stand on what you believe in 10 toes down, because you're never gonna gain Kagame's respect. He already looks at you as an enemy, and he's always gonna look at you as an enemy. Even if you want to be a sidekick now, even if you want to sing his praises and do his bidding, he's never going to respect you. So like I said, you might as well just stood on what you said in the first place. Don't switch up now, bro.
And I believe that we've got a tyrant on the African continent, a tyrant who sends people even to South Africa to murder his secret agents in that country. He murdered Kagame in the Michelangelo Towers. He sent his forces into Mozambique. They murdered Revocate Karimangingo, who was one of the Hutu activists that were very vocal against him. And they've been murdering people all across the continent and across the world. Why should we tolerate this? Why should we tolerate this CIA type of behavior in Africa for him to advance Western interests on the African continent? So I wanted to say to you, we need to start watching this man.
That is the evidence that Rwanda has cassiterite or tin that is required by the world and driving the entire world crazy. There is the evidence. And you need to stay tuned to watch the entire documentary that is going to tell you more about this beautiful story from Rwanda.
Man, listen, man, we need to find out who is sponsoring this so-called documentary. Who is funding this so-called documentary? Who are the executive producers on this documentary, man? I think that'll give us some answers. Now, if you take a look up on the screen, right, this is a photo of him. He's reporting live from M23 territory, right? The same guy who just said, Paul Kagame, he's a genocidaire, and, he killed millions of Africans. He killed more than Hitler and things like that. Now, he's reporting live from Eastern Congo, right? In the heartland, in the heart of M23 territory. My God, the same guy who just said, man, ridiculous. Man, this guy is an embarrassment as a black man. Anyways, let's take a look at some of the reactions on social media. This person said, Rwanda has mines. That's a true statement. What is false is that Rwanda produces over $1 billion worth of minerals a year without stealing from the Congo. For context, Zimbabwe exports $3.68 billion with its vast gold mines. Can wheelbarrow mines in Rwanda produce $1.1 billion per year? That's what I'm saying, bro. Nobody said Rwanda doesn't have mineral wealth. It's the African continent. We all got mineral wealth. Some have more than others. But you're not going to tell me that these wheelbarrow mines, right? You dragging the minerals out of the mine in little rusty, household wheelbarrows. You're not going to tell me that this is the $1 billion operation that is supplying all the Western supply chains and the Western companies. No, I refuse to believe it. Anyway, let's continue. This person said, what happened to you? How did you switch from Kagame is a genocidaire to Kagame has coltan? Yo, crazy, bro. Crazy. Listen, y'all tell me, get into the comment section. Y'all let me know which one y'all think it is. You think Kagame sent the killers to the front door? You think he probably met a beautiful woman from Rwanda, so now he's smashing, a little shorty from Rwanda? Or you think some money was exchanged into his bank account, right? So now, Kagame then transferred some of the Western aid over to his bank account. Now, he's like, listen, man, Kagame is the man. Yo, which one y'all think it is? To me, I think Kagame sent the killers, man. I think Kagame sent the killers because I don't think it's a woman, because as a man, I mean, it don't matter. Like, if you're a man, it don't matter what woman you smashing, you still gonna stand on your beliefs and principles. And if she's into you, she gonna ride with you. I don't really think it's money, because actually it probably could be some money. I'm kind of torn between he sent the killers or he sent some money. I'm more leaning towards the killers though. Now let's continue. This person said, do not think that Kagame has forgiven you for your statements. He will kill you at the right time. That guy never forgets or forgives. He just brought you close to punish you for your sins. But since you are brainless, you don't understand what is going on. Like I said before, man, Kagame's never going to respect you. So you're better off just standing on what you believed in, bro. Don't try to switch up now. As a man, he's never going to respect that. As men, we don't respect that. Like I said, you don't go from saying one thing on Monday and then next week you saying the complete opposite. As men, we do not respect that. Don't try to switch up. Don't try to come back around. No, as men, we don't respect that. Stay on that side. That's how men operate. You was talking that nonsense. Stay on that side. Don't try to come back to that side. And I know that's how Kagame feels. I don't even like Kagame, but I know that's how he feels, because as men, this is like a universal, that's how men around the world get down. So as men, we don't respect that. Stay on that side. Don't try to be a fake. Don't try to be a fraud. Don't try to switch back and run back now. No, stay on that side. Now let's continue. Take a look at what he posted on his social media back in 2022, right? Like 2.5 years ago. He said this: Kagame is a threat to African unity and national security, right? Now, fast forward to today, 2025. He's saying this: marching on with making of the documentary in the Great Lakes. The truth shall set us free. Africa must unite, bring down the borders, and share resources that will end the wars. So this guy saying Kagame was plundering the resources. Now he's saying we need to share the resources. Man, what happened? Yo, what happened to you, bro? What happened? That's crazy, man. Anyways, man, I'm not going to be here too long, man. I just want to say, moral of the story, as black men, we got to have integrity. Whatever you believe in, whatever side of the aisle you fall under, stand on what you believe in as a man, bro. As men, we might disagree, but as men, we'll respect each other. We respect it when, at least we know, that's a man of integrity. That's a man who, I might not agree with him, but, he's standing on what he believes in. 10 souls down, right? He not budging. He can't be bought. He can't be sold. And like I said, Kagame would have respected it more if you simply stood on what you believed in, right? He probably would have killed you, but at least he would have been like, man, he was a real one. He stood on business, but he don't respect you at all now. And he's probably still going to eliminate you. But now on top of that, he don't even respect you. On top of that, he probably still going to get at you, but now he don't even respect you. Anyways, man. It's your boy Neferkari Salim back in the building. Yes, indeed. Album out now. Album available everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify. Go to the homepage on my YouTube channel, Sahel1816. Go to my playlist section. Album out now. Cash App in the description. Support the channel. And I'm gone. Peace. Gotta go get it, I'm never waiting. Stay in the trends and I'm innovative. Shorty, she on me, she said she love me. Straight to the top and I'm elevated. Straight to the top and I'm never stopping. Running my business, I'm enterprising. Where's that money, I get it fast. Stay in my lane and I hit the gas. Counting my blessings and make it last. Don't want a fraction, I want it all. Stick to the code and the protocol. Feel like a king and I'll never fall. Fuck up a check when I'm in the mall. Riding that German, I'm in a Benz. Plotting revenge, I don't make amends. Hitting that corner and make it bend. Up in the sky like commercial pilots. Keep it 100, I move in silence. Know we united, they can't divide us. Say that she love when I give her guidance. Told me she love me, I know it's real. Know they gon' hate, but I know the deal. Know they gon' hate when you so official. Paying my dues like I'm sacrificial. Handle my business so beneficial. Ride on my enemies with the miss. Ride on my enemies with a chop. Coming for blood, make them call the doctor. Coming for blood, I ain't showing mercy. Probably gon' kill me or try to hurt me. Probably gon' kill me, I keep it tinted. Bulletproof vehicle when I whip it. Came from the bottom, I really live it. Really, my life is a motion picture. Lately, I feel like the trending topic. Keep it authentic, I keep it honest. Up at the bank with a new deposit. Call me the boss and I pay the cost. Feel like a rocket, I'm taking off. Come to the crib and she take it off. Gotta go get it, I'm never waiting. Stay in the trends and I'm innovative. Shorty, she on me, she said she love me. Straight to the top and I'm elevated. Straight to the top and I'm never stopping. Running my business, I'm enterprising. Where's that money, I get it fast. Stay in my lane and I hit the gas. Counting my blessings and make it last. Don't want a fraction, I want it all. Stick to the code and the protocol. Feel like a king and I'll never fall. Fuck up a check when I'm in the mall. Riding that German, I'm in a Benz. Plotting revenge, I don't make amends. Hitting that corner and make it bend. Go. Never wait. Innovative. Say she love me. Elevated. Never stopping. Enterprising. Get it fast.